What if every spiritual tradition was never meant to divide us? What if Jesus, Buddha, Lao Tzu, Krishna, and the great mystics weren't preaching different doctrines, but echoing the same eternal truth, in different languages? Beneath robes and rituals, beyond temples and scriptures, there's a single heartbeat, a silent song, whispered across ages and cultures, saying the same thing. You are not who you think you are. And the divine is not elsewhere. Let's go beyond names, beyond form. Let's listen with the soul. As seven masters speak as one. Make no mistake, their languages were not the same. One spoke from a mountaintop in China, another in the dusty roads of Galilee, a third in the heart of a bustling Indian epic. Their words were shaped by desert, river, and fire. They used the symbols their people would understand. But if we listen beneath the words, beyond the symbols, we hear the same music. Forget the Jesus of dogma. Forget the symbol of guilt hanging on a cross. Meet Yeshua, the awakened mystic, the radical truth teller, who said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Luke 17:21. Not in the sky. Not after death. Within. He spoke of oneness. I and the Father are one. John 10:30. He called people to die before they die. To let go of the ego, the false self. Whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life will find it. This wasn't about founding a religion. It was about awakening a direct, living relationship with the infinite. A Christ within. The church built altars. But Jesus pointed to the altar in your heart. "500 years before Jesus, another voice arose in the east. Siddhartha Gautama. He didn't speak of God, he pointed to freedom. Freedom from the mind's illusions, from suffering, from the self-image we cling to. There is no permanent self. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without." Like Jesus, Buddha saw that suffering comes from identification with form, desire, thought. He taught silence, observation, presence without attachment. He spoke not of sin, but of ignorance. And the cure? Not belief, but awakening. And so, Buddha and Jesus, two distant brothers, one calls it the kingdom, the other nirvana, but both say, it's here. Now. Inside. In the mountains of ancient China, a sage disappeared into legend. Lao Tzu didn't preach, he flowed. He watched nature and saw the divine moving through everything. The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. Be like water. He taught Wu Wei, action through non-action. Not passivity, but alignment. Surrender to the flow. Like Jesus saying, "Thy will be done," or Krishna urging action without attachment. Lao Tzu invites us to trust the current of life. Stop trying to control, and you will understand. All things arise and fall within the Tao. Just as waves rise and fall within the ocean. The wise don't fight the river. They become the river. In the Bhagavad Gita, we meet Krishna, a god in human form, guiding the warrior Arjuna through an inner war. You have the right to act, but not to the fruits of your actions. Krishna teaches karma yoga, the path of selfless action, devotion, and inner stillness. He tells Arjuna, "Those who see me in all things, and all things in me, are never separated from me." Unity. Presence. Detachment. Same song. He also speaks of the self, unchanging, deathless, infinite. The soul is neither born, nor does it die. Like Jesus, Krishna reveals that the divine is not somewhere else, it's the very core of who you are. You are the witness. The eternal one playing the game of forgetting. Only to remember. Now come closer. Not to a preacher, but to a lover of the divine. Rumi, the Sufi poet whose words burn centuries later. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. He spun an ecstatic dance, not to escape the world, but to dissolve into the one. The wound is the place where the light enters you. What you seek is seeking you. Rumi didn't speak in theology. He spoke in flame. Like Christ, he saw love as the only law. Like Buddha, he dissolved the ego. Like Lao Tzu, he let go. And like Krishna, he found the beloved. Inside. His message? Fall in love with the truth. And let it consume you. We now arrive in stillness. In a small ashram at the foot of Mount Arunachala, Ramana Maharshi, no sermons, no systems. Just one piercing question. Who am I? Not to be answered intellectually, but to peel away all that you are not. The self is ever present. It is not something to be attained. You are that. He taught non-duality, that the world, the ego, the body, are passing appearances. Only the self is real. Timeless. Formless. Boundless. Ramana said, silence is the most powerful teaching. And what is found in that silence? The same kingdom. The same Tao. The same light. In modern times, another voice arose. Calm. Clear. Grounded. Eckhart Tolle. Not a guru, but a pointer. A translator of the timeless into the now. You are not your thoughts. The present moment is all you ever have. Tolle weaves ancient truths into modern minds. He speaks of presence, not as an idea, but as liberation. He echoes Ramana's silence, Buddha's mindfulness, Jesus' surrender. Awareness is the greatest agent for change. No need for monasteries. Just this breath. This now. Because the doorway to eternity is always now. So what do we find when we listen, not with the ears of belief, but with the heart of being? We find Jesus and Buddha sitting in silence. Krishna smiling beside Lao Tzu as the river flows. Rumi dancing around Ramana's stillness. And Eckhart pointing gently to the same sky they all live under. Different names. Different languages. One truth. You are not the mask. You are the light behind it. You are not the seeker. You are what was being sought, all along, and this truth is not meant to be enshrined in a monastery on a distant mountain. It is meant to be lived here, now. It is finding the kingdom while washing the dishes. It is feeling the Tao in the flow of traffic. It is the silence of Ramana amidst the noise of your day. This is not an escape from the world. It is the full embrace of it, with awakened eyes. You've heard their words. Now, we want to hear yours. Which master's message resonated most with you today? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if this awakened something in you, don't let it fade. Subscribe, share, and above all, remember,